this is a confident shout, and they've got him this time. Umpire Shepherd wasn't going to allow him to get away with that. And Warne, he's really worked hard to get his man here. He started on leg stump, he's gone to off stump, and I think he's come with a probably an overspinner going straight on. And Umpire Shepherd has decided that one was
108 Test wickets. Yet he came to be defined by his very first delivery on English soil in 1993. Forever known as the ball of the century.
A lot of mysteries and a lot of different things being talked about leg spin bowling. Today I'm going to show you 5 different deliveries, the first one being the most important, which is the leg break.
That might be the first one of this test match. Bowled in from around the wicket.
The most important thing when you're bowling leg spin and the leg break delivery is your grip. The grip must be 2 fingers down and 2 fingers up. The ball just slots in there like that. The leg spinner will spin from right to left on the pitch, and you will spin the ball using your 3rd finger, like so. Nice comfortable grip, but it's to spin the ball. We want to use this 3rd finger that spins the ball, and it's spun from right to left, which is the best delivery to bowl, right to left. The back of your hand will be facing yourself, which is important to get the biggest spin on the delivery.
There, that's close, he's got him, yes! That's a pretty good decision, that would be the top spinner. Come on, Jimmy Adams. Not happy, but that looked to me to be very, very close.
The second delivery is the top spinner, or sometimes called the over spinner. It's delivered with exactly the same grip, comfortable width apart. Mine's probably a little bit too close, but that's just what works for me. Whatever works for you. Sometimes a wider grip is okay as well. But what you do, instead of spinning the ball with your 3rd finger, spinning it from right to left, the ball will go straight on and bounce. So it's important when you're bowling this delivery. So instead of, we said, as the back of your hand faces yourself, the back of the hand now will face the batsman. So the ball will come over straight over like that. And it's all important. The follow through, everything is important on this spinner. You want to go straight over like that. And the ball, it won't spin, it will go straight on.
सचिन मैं कौन हूँ? एस्कीटो गए मैं कहाँ हूँ? तुम एक लाजवाब cook हो cook the most famous cook in Honolulu. Let's go. Ayla plane. Ciao, bye mate. Have a good flight, man. Oh, Praji, जान तो Honolulu. बता दिया ना.
They've taken photos of me on the balcony and the rest of us go, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I know, but the Gatting ball changed my life. That was the real turning point from that side of things, where I suppose the media side of people at that side wanted to know everywhere I spent my time. And I sort of resented it a lot. But over time I understand how it works, understand there's a job to do, understand clickbait, understand all that a bit more. Before I'd say, how does this guy write an article about me when he's never met me and he's going on how I play the game out there? I'm a completely different person to how I was on the cricket field. On the cricket field, I'll do anything I can to win, within the laws of the game, but I'll push it if it helps us win as a team. So I was super competitive and all that, but off-field, I think the hardest time it's been when something so personal in my life, getting divorced, was a difficult time in my life and for my children, and it was my fault. So I have to live with that for the rest of my life. So that wasn't easy. A week before the Ashes series to do that, and then had to sort of drag myself off the canvas to get out there and play against, in 2005, and play against a quality England side, to have the Barmy Army for 6 hours a day, not just 10 minutes singing songs and sing Where's Your Missus Gone. And, yeah, good on you, mate. It was a pretty good song. But it was sort of, I'm sitting there worrying about my children that I was hoping going to spend 3 months at the Ashes series with. But because of my own doing, they had to turn around and find a flight. So I was pretty devastated with that. And that was the lowest point in my life. And then I had to go out and play an Ashes series and that. So that was really tough. And my personal life has been played out on the front pages, back pages, women's magazines, and I don't want that. Some people out there think I caught it. Like the other day, I was sitting on my balcony. I got out of the shower, I was sitting on my balcony, and I get papped on my balcony, which I had no idea the guy was there. And the next day I read that people saying, oh, he just wanted to strutting with his shirt off on his balcony so he could get picked, people would take... I said, are you serious? I've got my big fat guts out on the balcony as if I want that anyway, you know what I mean? You should be able to have that privacy. So I understand about me, but when it's my children, they follow them from school, and bait you to try and get a reaction, and it's not fair on my children to do that. So, look, I resented it for a while. I understand it now. It doesn't mean that every day is not, to have to try and deal with it every single day is hard for people to understand. A lot of people might just say, just get on with it. Does it really matter? But when it affects your life, affects your children's life, that you don't leave your house because you're getting followed and they drive like maniacs and try and cut you off and your kids get scared in the car, so you stay in your house, that's a bit of an issue, So, that side of things is, you can have that. I was a cricketer, I played an unbelievable era of Australian cricket. I did some pretty special things myself, and I'm very grateful for that and the opportunity I had. I'm glad that the public, I think the public still like me because I've always been honest. I've owned my mistakes. I think that's the problem where some sportsmen these days get into trouble when they try and pretend to be something they're not.
Well, I'm fascinated by that because you've had your ups and downs, and we see so much of it nowadays. If you do the wrong thing in the current world, bang, you're off. The cancel culture. You've managed to ride that out through thick and thin. What do you put that down to? Yeah, you're still down here at the SCG. The punters are like, Warne, we want a selfie.
Honesty. I think I've never pretended to be something I'm not. I am me. And if you ask me if I think, you should paint that wall red or black, I'll give you my opinion. And it's nothing personal against anyone. I'm up here, I could easily say great things about everyone and everyone's terrific and everything's wonderful. But I like to give my opinion because I think that's our job. We can all sit on the fence up here and not give an opinion and avoid an opinion because we might hurt someone's feelings. I think if we're constructive with what we say, and I think we should give our opinion on what we believe because that's what the punters out there want, because we want to create debate. So the punters in there say, no, Warnie's wrong. I agree with Howie. I like that. I don't mind it, but I'm not up here to make friends. I'm up here to give my opinion on my cricket knowledge over 35 years of what I've seen. And I'd like to think I've earned that right, the respect of what I've been through. I've been through most things you could possibly think of as an international sportsman and an athlete. And in cricket side of things, I think I understand the game pretty well. And so I think I've earned the right to have respected my opinion. Whether people like it or not, that's okay. I'm not looking for you to agree with me. But I hope people out there respect that I've got an opinion and they admire me for my opinion. And I'm not saying I'm right. I could be wrong.
It's your opinion.
But it's my opinion.
Sorry, mate. 2:10, we're getting the word time that we're going to start playing.
That's good. Just on 2 o'clock.
We're not off the hook then yet.
Okay, you got more.
The good news are the Aussies are out there. Well, in the doco, as you said, your family has spoken, your children have spoken. When anyone says to me, they always say, what's Shane Warne like? What's Shane Warne like? And the thing I say that he is very, very loyal and he's very, very generous and he's all about his kids. Every time we jump in taxi, you're speaking to Jackson or Brooke or Summer. They're going well in life now. Yeah. Where are you with you and your kids? Madly in love is what I would say you are with your kids. Yeah, look, I always have been. And, people sort of think, when they watch the documentary, they say, how could you put cricket above your family? I did. It might be right or wrong, but that's what I did. It didn't mean I didn't love my children. It didn't mean I didn't value my family. I did. But nothing was going to stop me from being the best cricketer I possibly could and winning cricket for Australia. So when you talk about the public still admiring me, I suppose, and the fascination and the interest, I suppose it's because of my honesty. And it's also the way I played the game, I suppose. The way I played,
enjoyed watching me play. They know how hard I was on the field, and I just wanted to win. I was so competitive. So with my family now, that's one of the reasons I retired. I played for another 6 years after I retired from international cricket. But I think it's important, really important for people that have been around for a while playing the game, that you think about the next generation. You can play too long. And, I retired and I thought the best thing for me was what people asked, why are you? Rather than why don't you? And I think for any athlete out there, while you're on top and everything's going well, that's the time to maybe retire. If you're in a little bit like this, retire and let someone else come through. I think that's really important, not to play too long.